welcome to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
And today we are going to be doing our first actual Arduino project, and this is what we've built here. So no programming involved, alright? We're not going to be doing any actual programming yet. All we're going to do is learn about making a basic electronic circuit. And what we've got here is a flashing red LED. LED stands for a light emitting diode. That's what LED means. And we're going to build this circuit, and I'm going to show you why this works and how to build it. So this will be one of your first Arduino projects. No computer needed, although this is connected up to the computer. That's only for what? The power supply, yeah. So we're powering the Arduino with a 5-volt USB power supply, which is being provided by our laptop, and we're going to build this. So the first thing we're going to do is take this apart. So let's take all of these components off. Before we do that, we'll unplug the power and we'll take this apart. Yeah, Okay, so the parts we've got here, obviously we've got our Arduino, and what's this called, do you remember?
Breadstick.
A breadboard. Okay, so this is our breadboard.
Sorry.
All right.
I should not have a voice in this video. I couldn't help it.
This is our breadboard, and this is our Arduino, and these are leads, okay, little wires that we can plug in.
And an LED light.
LED, which means?
What, light?
Light emitting
Diode.
Okay, in another video, we'll explain what a diode is. And the other thing we've got here is a resistor. Again, I'll explain in another video what a resistor does. But these are the basic components that we need to build this circuit. Now, let's explain something a little bit about the breadboards. So on the breadboard here, you can see it's divided into 4 different sections. All right? So on section number 1 and on this side, these are called the power rails. And you can see there's a positive and a negative. Now, where else in electricity do you see positive and negatives?
When you turn it on and off.
In the batteries.
Battery.
All right. So when you put a battery into one of your toys, there's a positive and a negative, and you have to line them up.
So that you can turn it on and off?
Well, it's because power flows, or electricity flows in a circle.
Because in the batteries, there's a anode on one side and then...
It's called an anode and a cathode.
Yeah.
All right. And it flows from positive to negative, and the anode is going to be connected to positive. And you'll see on the LED, one of the legs is longer than the other.
Yes.
Now, an LED has what's called a polarity. That means it's only going to light up if it's plugged in the correct way round. If you plug it the wrong way round, it's not going to light up.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you know is the anode is the long leg. So the long leg is going to have to connect to our positive of the circuit. And the short leg is going to connect to the negative of the circuit.
So it goes here.
Right.
It goes like that.
Something like that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to first connect up the power. That's what these are for. So,
I'll do the red one.
on our Arduino, you will see on the side here, there is a pin that's marked 5 volts, and there's another one that's marked GND. Now, GND means ground, okay? And ground is also the negative terminal. So, we're going to connect the black wire to the ground, and we're going to connect the red wire to the 5 volts. And then on our breadboard, we'll connect the red wire to the positive and the black wire to the negative. And what that will do is provide power to this rail here, a positive and negative power, okay? So let's plug those in. You find the one that says 5V. You plug that in there. Very good. And the other one will go to the positive of our power rail on the breadboard. Then we'll take our negative wire, the black one. Doesn't actually matter, the color doesn't mean anything, but the reason that we do use colors is so that you know which is the positive and which is the negative. There's nothing different between these wires other than the color. And because on our breadboard the negative is black, we'll follow the same color convention, so everything's clear for us that all of the blacks are the negatives and all of the reds are the positives. So it'll make it easy to trace the circuit later on if we need to. And we connect the other end of this then to the GND or the ground on our board here. So that now is going to send the power from the Arduino to our breadboard. Okay, next thing then that we need to put in is our LED. Okay? The LED doesn't go on the power rails. The LED is going to go onto this part of the breadboard here, and we have to put it the correct way round. You don't want to put it this way, because if we put it this way with the pins running 90 degrees to the power rail, both the positive and negative are going to be connected to the same part of the power rail. So we always put them parallel with the power rail. Okay? So our LED is going to plug into here, and you've got to remember which side had the long leg. The long leg was on the side which is closest to me. Okay, so remember that, Rhiannon. That means that the long leg is going to be connected to the
negative.
Nope, the long leg goes to the positive. The anode goes to the positive. And we will connect it to the positive with the resistor. Okay, now by the way, if you have your Arduino projects book, this is actually in the projects book on page number, let's see, it's on page number 25. Okay, so on page number 24, 25, that's the project that we're doing here. So if you want to follow along and you've got the Arduino starter kit, you can find it there in the book. Okay, so the LED
That
and the
resistor.
resistor and the jumper. We've got two components left to connect. The resistor is going to go on the anode line, and the jumper will go to the negative line. Okay, so we're going to have to plug that in. So one end of the resistor, and it doesn't matter which way around this goes, one end of the resistor needs to plug in to the positive. So all of these holes here along that red line are all positive. So that means that one end of this has to go into
Positive.
one of the positive lines.
Can it be any positive?
It can be any of them, but what you want to do is to make it neat and tidy is try and line it up with our LED, okay? So it's going to go there and there, all right? So what you can see now is that the power, if you trace the circuit, the power is going to come through the red line, it's going to come along this line here, it's going to come out of the resistor,
and goes down.
down, and then connects to the anode of the LED. Okay? Now to complete the circuit, because right now the power's come...
on the negative side.
Exactly, the power's now come to a dead end. So we have to complete the circuit.
This on the other side.
Yes, it's going to go to the negative, which is the black rail. And it has to go to one of the pins, which is in line with the negative side of our LED. Okay? So now you've connected this circuit up. The circuit is complete. If you follow the electric, it's going to come through the red wire, along the rail, through the resistor, into the LED, out of the LED, back onto the black line. The power then, or current, flows back here through the black wire, back down to the ground. So all we've got to do now is plug in the power. Make sure you get the right way around. This way. Yeah. There we go.
Now you can see that they're lighting up.
The LED's lit up. Now, what you saw at the beginning of the video, it wasn't on constantly. It was doing what?
It was blinking.
It was blinking. Now, you can see here on the Arduino, there's an orange blinking light. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Right, so the green light is power. That means that our Arduino is powered. The orange light is programmed by default on the Arduino to flash. And the orange light is actually connected to pin number 13. So you see the number 13 there?
Right next to it.
Okay,
here.
so if we were to take the positive off of the 5-volt terminal here and move it to pin number 13, you'll see now our LED flashes. And it flashes in time with
the orange one.
The orange light, exactly. Now, remember in one of our earlier videos I talked about IOs?
Yes.
So this, pin number 13, is an IO, and do you think it's set to an input or an output?
A input.
It's set to an output because it's outputting power to the LED.
Oh, so it's getting the power out
It's
of
getting the
number
power out of number
13
13,
and putting it into the LED.
putting it to the LED, right? And it's programmed, the I/O pin is programmed to come on for 1 second and turn off for 1 second. So inside of our microcontroller, there's little what are called logic gates, and they're opening and closing, and they allow the power to go out or not go out. So there's a little switch, a little circuit that's opening and closing, controlled by the microcontroller, by the program that you've written. Now, what we're going to be able to do in our next video is add...
Oh, Dad, this is asking me something.
We don't need to do anything with the computer for now. We're going to add a switch. So we're going to be able to push the switch, and we're going to be able to control the light using the switch.
So do you like put the switch over here?
Nope, the switch is going to be part of our breadboard circuit. You'll see it's got little legs. We'll be able to push it in. Well, it's going to have to go between the positive and
the negative.
and the positive of the LED. It has to go between that, so when you push the switch, it'll close. And what we could do with that then is we could make Morse code, for example. You could push the button long and short to make the light stay on long and short for a Morse code signal. You know where Morse code was used?
Where?
In the war.
On the Titanic. They were signaling the other ships using Morse code, and on the top of the Titanic, that long rope that joins along the top.
I bet it's not working anymore, right?
Well, Titanic's at the bottom of the ocean, but they were frantically using Morse code to try and signal to the other ships that they were sinking. And that long rope that looks like a rope that goes along the top of the Titanic, that was actually its radio antenna, and that's where the signal was broadcast from. Okay, so in the next video we are going to add a switch to this circuit. If you've got your own Arduino kit, why don't you either read ahead in the projects book, or before you do that, try and figure out for yourself how would you add this switch to this circuit so you can control the light on your own. In the next video, we'll see if you were right. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to
like and subscribe.